Let's talk about one of the most elusive figures in ancient philosophy, Leukippos, the man credited with planting the first seeds of atomic theory. Leukippos lived sometime in the 5th century BCE, likely in the Greek city of Miletus, or possibly Abdera, depending on which ancient source you believe. That's part of the mystery. Very little is known about his life, and some even doubted he existed at all. But the ideas attributed to him would become foundational, not just for philosophy, but for science itself. Leukippos is often overshadowed by his more famous student, Democritus. But make no mistake, Leukippos laid the philosophical groundwork for one of the most important theories in human history, atomism. At the heart of Leukippos' philosophy is a simple but profound idea. All things are composed of indivisible units, called atoms. The word atom comes from the Greek atomos, meaning uncuttable. He proposed that everything in the universe is made up of these eternal, indestructible atoms moving through the void, an empty space that allows motion and separation. The atoms themselves are not all alike. They differ in shape, size, and motion. And these differences explain the diversity of the world we experience. This was revolutionary, where earlier thinkers like Parmenides denied the possibility of the void, arguing that nothing can exist. Leukippos said the void must exist. Without empty space, movement would be impossible. His bold move was to argue that being and non-being coexist. Atoms are what is, and the void is what is not. Yet both are real. Perhaps most radically, Leukippos argued that everything happens by necessity and reason, not by the whims of gods. This was a move toward natural law, explaining the universe through cause and effect, not myth. Leukippos laid the foundation for scientific materialism, the idea that the world can be understood through matter, motion, and logic. His ideas were picked up and expanded by Democritus, and later echoed by Epicurus and even Lucretius, the Roman poet who praised atomic theory centuries later. But the real resurrection of Leukippos' vision came much later, in the modern scientific era. When physicists and chemists began to uncover the atomic structure of matter, they were confirming, in some form, what Leukippos imagined over 2,000 years earlier. He didn't have microscopes, he didn't have experiments. But through reason alone, Leukippos glimpsed a hidden world of particles in space, a universe built not of fire or water or air, but of atoms in motion, not bad for a man who may or may not have existed